Right, what we're going to look at today is the idea of using a nut and bolt stencil in order to draw all of these nuts and bolts. So far you've done the nuts and bolts using the construction methods, but if you can find a stencil that works, well, it's going to save you a huge amount of time. You start out and you've got all the thread detail, etc. This is an M20 nut and bolt story that we're looking at, so we need to look at our stencil, and it says over here M20. So straight away, well, we can see that that little hexagon that they've got there fits around that hexagon of the top view of the nut over there. That'll save you time actually constructing it. And then we come down over here, we do our calculation to find out how high that nut is. It's the M20 multiplied by 0.8 for the nut, and that gives you a value of 16 over here. I've got a center line that's coming down here. I've got a line that I'm going to draw across over there, so I know the height of the nut. I'm going to take my 0.5 pencil. I'm going to line my stencil up with that line at the top there. Okay, so there's a line coming across over there. This line at the top of the stencil over here is going to be lined up with that. The center line lined up, and I can then place the point of my pencil in here. I draw along the top, and then I draw along the bottom of the stencil, and I have the drawn out nut perfectly aligned over there. Do the same thing with this bolt. Obviously the bolt height is 14 because it's 0.7 multiplied by m, which was 20. Here we go. I'm just going to nudge out a bit more lead, pop that in there, run it across and down, pop it in there and do the bottom side of it, not moving that stencil. I then come across to this one over here. I've got two faces, and I've done my calculation. That's 14 millimeters to that line coming across there. I'm going to look for the stencil that has got two faces on it. I line that up. There it is, the two faces. Start over there, draw the line up, across, down, there, the two humps, and I can now just finish that off using my set square. Draw lines coming down over here. I think that there's meant to be a washer in here as well, which I need to just draw in. And over here, I'm going to just draw those down there. Go to that little intersection over there, put that in there, over there, cross and draw that in there, go across to this, draw that in, go across, draw that in, draw that across, draw that in, and draw that in. I'm guessing if you don't have a nut and bolt stencil yet, you'll be going out this afternoon and buying yourself one. Thanks.